Hello, this is Teresa. Today we're going to do some pour painting. Also, I'd like to welcome you to my channel, as I always say that. But yesterday I didn't do it because my back was hurting all night before, and I'm going to my son's house next week, and I didn't want to go down with a backache. So my back's feeling okay now. It doesn't hurt, but you know, I still can't stand too long because it begins to hurt when I stand. But we're going to do it to pour with 3 colors. Black, white, and gold. One pour paint will be black and gold. The other pour paint will be black and white. First off, gonna get our paints put in the cups. This is the thing we're gonna be using. Hope you can see, or so I got the camera pointed down. I think you can. So, whoops. Give you just a little shake, I guess. Okay. Gonna put some paint in this here cup. I want to put them in the cups because I want to make sure I got the consistency right. I want to make sure they're not too watery or stuff like that. Okay. Let's take the white. I got 3 cups because the main part of the surface is going to be black. Okay, the white's in. Now for the gold. I hope it shows up good where my big head doesn't get in the way. You know. Okay. Doesn't seem like it is. So let me see how many air bubbles that has in it. Just because I shook the black. So where's my heat gun? There it is. This looks like it would be the right consistency. Let me see the gold. I should have shook them up still though. Even with the gold. So I'm hoping it's not going to be too runny. But we're going to find out, okay? If it's going to be runny or not. We're going to see. If this one turns out to be too runny, we're just going to thicken up the paint. First off, we're going to mix our colors in this. Okay. So I put my hair back. We're going to do, let's do black and white first. And the way that you'd know if they're right is if they stack. See how they're doing it in a cup like that? It's stacking up, so that tells me that it's probably the right consistency. Let's cross our fingers. Need enough to put in the paint. Yeah, they're stacking pretty nice. So that's a really good sign. You don't really need too much paint. Because it's not that big of a canvas. And yes, I'm doing it on my brand new pour mat. It's going to be a mess. So I'm going to put this here for now, okay? Got my paper towels ready over there. Because I am always a mess when I'm painting. So let me bring some of these over. I hope my head didn't get in the way. No, it didn't. Because see, what we need to do is we need to saturate this here canvas. Corners are important. Remember your corners. The edges. Let's see if that's going to be enough. I seen Chris get them steel spatulas out, but you know, I still can't find them. And I looked and I looked and I looked, and I still can't find them. So I'm going to have him show me this weekend. Okay, let's see if we can get some onto the sides here. Well, it really doesn't matter because I got the sides painted. Okay, now I think we might be ready to pour. And the way I think I want to do this one, I wanted to do the black and white. Let's get this corner a little bit better here. I wanted to do the black and white with a pork with a tip. But we're not going to do that. I'm going to do it slow pour. Just like this. Let's get some over here in the corners. I really do need gloves. Okay, it's doing pretty good. But since we stirred the black paint, let's go over it. Let's keep going down. Pop the bubbles. 'Cause we're always gonna have bubbles. Now, let's see. So bring it over here. Just a little bit. Bring it back. And you do this until, you know, so it's not, you don't want it real runny. Because if it's real thick, you know, it just won't look right. Well, no. It won't look right. If it's real thick, it's going to crack. I don't know what I was thinking. I'm looking at this saying, it won't look right as we do it, because I want it to look right. So you try to get off as much paint as you can. But what I was trying to say is you stop pouring when you feel that your painting looks good. Looking like some kind of planet, isn't it? I'm going to put this over there to dry. See, it's starting to run a little bit slow. It means a lot of the paint is coming off. You gotta be patient with it, you know. And as it runs slowly, and it's doing its thing, if you know what I mean. I think this one's gonna be kind of cool. It's like a black and white planet. There's that painting. I think that looks pretty cool. And I'll wipe my hands and give it another spray with the heat gun. Yeah, it'd be a mess. What is this? All of the bubbles should be popped. Now I'm going to take this, let's see if I can chip it a little bit more. I think it done ran its course. So I'm going to bring it on over here so for it to dry. And then we're going to do the gold to black. I don't want to drip it in my coffee though. Oh, come on, before you drip in my coffee. Move these lights out of the way. My goodness. No lights. I put you here because I want you to be pretty, but not to get in my way. Yeah. Then we're going to do the golden stuff down here on this other side. So I might be able to get some skins from this side. I don't need this cup. So I'm going to put that one there. Need a paper towel. With the gold I'm going to do something a little bit different. When these dry I'll bring it back down to see. With this one I'm going to do something a little bit different. And if these paints tend to run together too much, next time I'm going to add a little bit of paint with them. Because I did add that water. And I usually don't add water. Where's my cup? Okay. So, we're going to do the black and the gold. So, can you see how I do it? There's the black in there again. The gold. We don't need the white no more. Running out, I'm going to have to do some for the bottle. Yeah, let me do some for the bottle. Okay, I'm going to let that set. I'm going to wet this one now. The corners. Here you can see I'm in view. I'm looking up, I see. Trying not to get my hands in the paint. Okay, now with the gold and the black, I believe it should be enough. It's kind of blending a little bit. I might have to add some more, but we're going to see. blends too much. Then we'll just need to add more, right? Oh, let's torch it. Make sure you get all the air bubbles. I keep forgetting to do that. Okay, now let's do tippet. I really like that gold there. See, I'm going to try to save that bright gold by not trying to tip it too much off. You know. Let's see if we can move it over here some. I gotta take a popsicle stick because I gotta go along the edges. Forgot about doing that. It's still moving a little bit, so. Okay, here's what you gotta do. You gotta do it with that one too. Is you gotta go around the edges like this. Because when it drips, you don't want it dripping like that, you know? Drying rather. It's bubbles. That's my gold one. Let's come over here and do this one like that. I might have, I think I have to make the colors a little bit thicker. So I'm going to do that. I think next time I do more pour paints, I'm either going to add less water, or add, and I'm going to add some paint to the ones I did. It looks pretty nice though. Not got much black in there though. We're going to see how it dries. Oh, let's blow it first. Now actually I think I'll leave the bottles alone. The bottles that I made I think I'll leave alone. But then when I go to mix it, I'll add a little bit more paint then. Because they will thicken up in the bottles. I don't got that many made, I still got a lot more to make. But I think I'm going to add less water. Okay. I'm going to bring this over here. I got it on them little, oh, what do you call them? Head pins, you know. I forget what you call them, but it has like a little head on a little pin. I got them on it, so I really don't need to put it on cups. Sorry, I was just concentrating looking at my paintings. I think they look pretty decent. But it would look a lot better if the black mixed in a little bit more. Yeah. Let me wash my hands, so I don't want to touch my camera. And I'll bring you over and I'll let you see them while they're sitting there. But I do have some nice skins here. This black and gold, I know it's going to make some nice skins. This one right here, I'm pointing at, that's going to make a nice skin. Oh, that one's going to make a real nice skin. So, we got some good skins going. Let's clean this off. But this is really, really messy. Put that up here. But I need to wash my hands. I don't want to pick up my camera with wet hands like this. These here popsicle sticks and get thrown away. I'll do this first. Because I want to put my white back in. I went to a craft fair last weekend. They have a whole bunch of different fairs here in Lewiston. I see this one lady, she did some beautiful paintings. And I mentioned to her, I said, oh, I love the paint. And then I said, I also like to do pour painting. And she says, oh no, not me, she says. She says, when she paints, she adds just a little tiny bit of paint. That's because she buys the expensive stuff. If I bought the expensive stuff, I would use just a little tiny bit of paint too. Because you ever see them painting the tubes that professionals use? Boy, they can get really costly. And that's why they only use a little bit. But these paints are not that expensive. You know, they're pretty reasonable. $5, you know, it ain't much at all. So I'm going to pause this camera and I will be back. Okay, I'm back with clean hands. Got a glare from the light. But here's the paintings. The black is starting to come through a little bit. Because as they sit, they will still run as they sit. I want more definition in them. I'm not going to add the water next time. You mostly only add the water when it's too thick. So I might sit down here on the ones that I did add a little more painting because I'm not too happy with these. Okay, well I'm going to let you go. I'm going to do that before I go upstairs. And then think about doing some diamond art. So I see you. I hope everyone has a very nice day. And let me know what you think about the paintings. It does have like black in it, you know, in the background. But I want to see how it is here with the dark black. That's the look I wanted to get. So, yeah. It is what it is, right? This looks like a tornado up in the sky with the clouds. You know, hurricane or something. So I'm going to let you go. I'll see ya. Bye-bye.